Hey guys, it's me Maria, and today I'm going to be showing you my super simple, everyday type, bronzy, glowy, summery makeup routine. I'm so excited to show you guys. Thank you, Vogue, for having me today. Manifesting. I can't take myself seriously. Anyways, first off, to get started, I obviously already have my little skincare headband on, but I'm also gonna hold my hair back with a clip just because I have really long hair and the headband isn't enough to hold my hair back. What I start with every day, which is like super duper important to me, more than good makeup products and a good makeup routine, and you've probably heard so many people say this before, is a good skincare routine. I've struggled with my skin for a while now. I never really had like acne in high school, really like never had teenage acne. I would have my occasional like period breakout, but that was really pretty much it. I think I'm developing early 20s acne. I'm gonna be 20 this year, so I think that's what's happening. I have stuff that was prescribed to me and that's what I use. I've been keeping my skincare routine super duper simple. I've found that the simpler, just using what was prescribed, the better. But I'm still gonna show you what I do every day. This is what I use to wash my face. Sorry, the bottle is beat up, but this is just a benzoyl peroxide face wash. It's 5%. And then once I'm done with washing my face, also I forgot to mention I washed my hands before. We are in COVID time, so you should just be washing your hands all the time in general, but I'm super like anal about washing my hands before I touch my face in any way, shape, or form. The next thing I use on my skin is just this topical solution the doctor prescribed. It's clindamycin phosphate topical solution, 1%. So I just press it in all my acne prone areas. Next thing I do after I put on the topical solution is I use vitamin E oil. I just got this at Trader Joe's because it's a pretty big container, but basically this helps with clearing scars and all that kind of stuff. So I just put this all over my face. After I apply the oil, I'll usually in the mornings let it sit for a little bit, so I'll go make a coffee, whatever the case may be, and then I'll come back and I'll use my rose quartz roller. The next thing I do this morning and night, is I just use this retin-A cream that was also prescribed to me. I only put this on active spots. And then the next thing I do is I just use moisturizer. I like to use during the daytime just a gel-based like water moisturizer because I do have like oilier skin, especially in the summertime. At this point is when I would also apply sunscreen. So I found a really cool trick that to avoid like the white cast of sunscreen, I like mix it into my moisturizer and then it doesn't really leave a white cast. I did run out of sunscreen, don't kill me, but I am very on it with my sunscreen. I put it on every single day. The last thing for my skincare is eye cream. The one I use is the Ole Henriksen Truth Banana Bright Eye Cream. Love this stuff. Literally the best eye cream I've ever used in my entire life. And the very last thing I do before my makeup is I just put on chapstick. So I just use the Laneige lip sleeping mask. This is obviously meant for sleeping, but I just keep it in my room, in my nightstand. I also have one in my purse, and this is what I use for chapstick. So what I've been doing for my base is I've been using the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop skin tint. I've been using the skin tint that broke the internet. Literally, I got my hands on this before it literally sold out. But I'm obsessed with it. Highly recommend it. It's super duper good. And I kind of just drop it. And I just basically blend it in with my fingers. So I use two different concealers, but I use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. What I do is I take custard and I use this on my actual face. And then I'll also run it down the bridge of my nose, just like this. Then I take the lighter shade and I use that for under my eyes. So I'll basically just put it on right here in the inner corner. And then I just take one little swipe down my eye. For bronzer, I've been using the Soul Body bronzer by ColourPop. This is just like their like soul line. And this is in the shade Deep, and it's a face and body bronzing balm. I'm obsessed with it. So what I do is I use a Real Techniques Expert face brush, just like a brush that looks like this. And I dab it in. A little goes a long way, so I wouldn't go crazy. Just build it up if you need to. Basically apply it on my forehead. And then I take this Morphe Y12 like little square contour brush, and I take another little dab of this and I do my nose. And then next for blush, I use the Milk Makeup little blush stick. This is in the shade Work, and it's a lip and cheek tint. And I take my Morphe Y6 brush. It's just like a flat face brush. I dip it into the blush. I kind of go ham with blush because I like a lot of blush, and then I take it on the high points of my cheeks. And I slowly blend it into the contour. And I take a little more for my nose. And then I go in with my liquid highlight. I just use the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Goldgasm. And then I just take the same brush I used for the blush to blend that in. And then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go in with powder on my face. I just use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and I use this little tapered brush for under my eyes. I will first go in with a beauty blender just to blend out any creases that might have formed under my eyes. And then I'll set the rest of my face, like the bronzer and blush. So for my bronzer, I use the Hoola Benefit bronzer. And I'll take a fluffy eyeshadow brush for my nose. And then I set my blush. I just use the Revolution Makeup Blush in Peach Bliss. And then I set my highlight with the Revolution Makeup highlight in Just My Type. And I take a Morphe feather brush. And then the next thing I do is I do my eyebrows. So for my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown. So I just take the spoolie and I brush my eyebrows up in like an angle to make them a little feathery, not super feathery, but just a little bit. Then I take the pencil and I draw a line under my eyebrows, just like this. Following the natural shape of my eyebrows. And then I do the same with the top of my eyebrows. And then I fill them in. And then I take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel and I just brush them up again just to set them in place. Then the next thing I do is I go back in with my Hoola bronzer and the fluffy brush for your eyes, and I just kind of put this in the crease of my eyes but still kind of like blend it onto my lid. Then the next thing I do is I take just a brown eyeshadow and an angled brush and I do my eyeliner with this. I've been super into like the brown eyeliner lately, and I like it with powder just because I feel like it looks more natural and effortless rather than like a brown like liquid liner or a gel liner. I just like the look of this better. So I just dip my brush into the brown eyeshadow. And I start off by just making a line at the corner of my eyes. Just like that. And next, it's kind of a weird order of operations, but I spray my face with setting spray before I do my mascara because I feel like if I spray my face after mascara, it's gonna run. I just use the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. I've been using this since I was like in 7th grade and I love it. I haven't switched. Then I take my eyelash curler and I just curl my eyelashes. And then for mascara, I just use the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. I'm obsessed with this. So for my lips, I also keep it super simple. There's 2 liners that I would normally use. I either use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk or I use the NYX matte lip liner in London, just depending on the day. They're kind of similar, but like one's darker than the other. So just depending on the day and what I'm feeling, I'll do whatever. Today I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury. So I line the bottom. And the top. And then I use the Ulta Beauty Juice Infused Lip Oil in the, I believe this is the like jojoba oil flavor scent. I'll either use this or the Fenty Beauty lip gloss, but I've been super into this lately. And that is it for my everyday summery glowy makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got some tips and tricks and or products I like to use. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. They're all going to be linked down below. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell notification because I have a lot of cool content planned coming up. I have my trip to LA next month and I'm going to be vlogging that, so you guys don't want to miss that. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.